just make do with what we have. All right, welcome everyone once again. So today's meeting is going to be a little bit different in the sense that the developers are going to basically tell us what, how they structured the last 2 weeks. We left the last 2 weeks for styling and then some refactoring. So what have you been able to do? What did you set out to do this week? What have you been able to do? And then what are your plans for next week, basically? And after that, it will also be nice if one of you can take out time to probably write that on Slack. So it'd be nice to be a form of documentation, on Slack after now. Just put it there and probably pin it to the channel to really be nice. We would have done that beginning of last week so that we'll just use it to do a checklist of what is left to be done, and what, as we are going and we are doing them, we'll be ticking them off. But it's not too late. So can someone make that introduction, after your meeting on Monday or Tuesday, what you decided to do, and then what have you been able to achieve? Then we can go ahead with the demos. Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Hi Rachel.
Hello. Sorry I had to join late. So my network has been really terrible. Okay, like last week we had a meeting and we talked about the different different things. I shared the duties that we are going to do, and we actually documented or wrote down everything and assigned duties to each person, and then we shared ourselves into 2 pairs. So I might just be checking through the what we already noted from our Slack. We pasted it actually in the Slack channel. So I will just randomly go through it, and maybe Cluster and Victor might add up to the one I didn't put. Okay, give me a minute.
So where did you paste that? Is it in one of your threads? Because I'm not sure.
Yes, one of our threads.
Okay.
We did that in one of our threads. Okay, I think it was Cluster that created. Okay, meeting notes here. Let me check. Send it. Okay, for meeting notes, we decided to go with a design type of minimalistic design, and then the background color we choose white, and text color black, and then black and orange color. So those are the text color that we choose to go with, and our font, the font we want to use is Poppins, and one other one, sans serif and Meriwether. So for the issues, we decided to share the issues, and we broke them down. So the first one was to install Tailwind, because we decided to go with Tailwind CSS, and two of us are familiar with Tailwind CSS, and the other two are not too familiar. So we shared ourselves so that we'll be able to work and then learn at the same time. And so I was assigned to do the Tailwind installation and then setting up. And so we are done with that particular issue. And then the loader, it was me and Cluster that did the loader. We created an issue, and then we created an issue and then put reverse. So that one too, it has been done. And then for the button, now we haven't done that one. And that, okay, yeah, I think yeah. The button, another part was a button. We wanted to create a button that will show join a new list and clear local storage of cookies. and to take and takes you to the home page. So it was me did that part. So she created an issue and sorted that particular one, and I think that particular PR has been closed. Yeah. And so another issue was to display token on list page, which is an issue that was assigned to Victor, and he has done it and made a PR for it too. And another one was styling home page, and which is going to be all of us that will be involved, and is the issue that we'll be working on this week. And then we've not actually done any styling, so we decided to do the other functionalities first, and then this new week we'll be working on the styling, the home page, and then styling of a list page will be done by Victor and Mide, and styling of ad item page will be done by me and Questa and I. So those are the issues that we listed. So during the course of our work, there were, I think, one or two other things that we fixed, like Questa fixed a bug, and I think, I don't know if we did one other fix that was not the conclusion of what we did. So I don't know if maybe I missed something.
All right. So is my network bad, or is that Michelle's network? Okay. Okay, I guess she's done talking. Okay. Okay, so I can see the meeting notes now, and it's really nice. It's exactly what I had in mind to suggest to you guys, like just listing all what you want to do, and then install thing with the button, display token, styling. Okay. So my next question would be, the other ones apart from styling, are they done now? I can see some PRs are still open.
There are two PRs. One actually, I fixed the bug, the loading, but after merging, it created another bug where I will show in the demo where a button is showing up where it shouldn't be within the loading, so I have to move that. So that's the PR still open.
Okay, so these two PRs that are open will just that would be you guys finishing up the refactoring, then you'll be left to styling mainly.
That's right, yeah.
All right, okay. I guess we can do the demo now.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just start then. Let me show my screen. Okay, I'll just share the screen all together. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna assume you can see my screen. So the bug that I had to fix was where you initially saw the screen flash, like upon refreshing or going into the app, you would see the other option. If you don't have a list already, it said your shopping list is empty. So instead we needed like a loading state there instead. So which is what I added here. So if I refresh or go into the app, it says loading. So the bug that has been, this is in production, so the bug that has been created is the button go to another list, which is placed, it ended up being in a certain spot where it's showing up when I'm loading too. You can see that, yeah, it moves really quickly. So, but the code that I'm showing you in production is how I fixed it. So I will show it all together. So initially, to fix the loading state, I created a state called is loading, and I initially started it as true. So once the sorry, so this is a app.jsx file, and once we get the data, then you set the loading as false, because it's no longer loading. Since we have the data, we can just see the items. Then I passed the is loading value down to the list component. There I'm passing it right here into the component, the props. And so I did a ternary operator. So if it's currently loading, then show the text loading. If otherwise, you can show the items list right here, including the button. Otherwise, show that your shopping list is currently empty. So initially with the bug that you saw in production, this button was actually down here. And all I did was just move it in with the items. So show the button once the items are showing. And that's what's on the current, on the PR that's open right now. Are there any questions?
Okay, that would be for the loader. What about the button? They create or join a new button, collects the local storage of tokens and takes you to the home page.
That was a PR opened by Mita. So basically, I don't know if I should present for her, but I suppose she created a function like on click, which creates go to another list, meaning remove the current token in local storage and reload the page. That way,
to bring them back to home page.
Yeah, so if I do this, go to another list, it's going to clear from local storage and prompt me to be able to join another list or create a new list.
Right. Okay. And I can see the Tailwind CSS is already installed, which is why your default styles are no longer there.
That's
even
right.
the buttons are not showing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are left with display token on list page. I guess Victor will take that, right? Hi, Victor.
Hi, yeah, I'll take the issue of displaying the token.
All right.
So let me share my screen. That's my tab.
Mm-hmm.
So my issue was the feature was to show the user the current token of the list they are on. So yeah, there is a p tag showing your list and the list ID, which is a three-word token. Then there is a button. It's having the default Tailwind style, so it may not be visible. The button says copy token. So when clicked, it gives the user the feedback that the token has been copied, and it has been copied to the clipboard. And if you try and paste it elsewhere, you get the token. So I'm thinking if the user tries to share with a friend, they'll just have to paste it. The code.
Sorry.
The code, I just implemented a function called copy token. That is an async function. In a try catch block, we await the window.navigator.clipboard write text. It's just basically a method that writes to the clipboard, and in this case it writes the token. I'll put a small timeout to enable feedback to the user, and a catch block just in case of an error. And the button was implemented just below here. The button calls the copy function that copies the token to the clipboard. So that was just all I worked on this week.
Yeah. So where's the button?
Okay, just a minute. Highlight. I'm using the Visual Studio for
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can see it up here.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
On line 56.
All right. Yeah, I can't remember. Did you try to copy on the browser? Just so
Yes.
we see if it copies. Okay.
So I'll try and copy it. I guess then paste it in a text box or something. I think that will work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I'll click the copy token. Then I'll try to paste it in the add item here.
All right.
And it pastes the token.
All right. So,
Okay.
and I see.
And if you add the token on the item name, what will happen?
Sorry?
Sorry, my question is what would be the use case for copying the list token?
If the user wants to share the token,
Why?
Probably they want to share their list with someone else and they want access to the token. Copying it will enable them maybe paste it to a friend, maybe messaging or something.
So
Yeah, remember we have join an existing list on the homepage.
Okay.
So the only way you can join an existing list is if you have a token. So someone can share their token with you so that you can join an existing list. That's how we connect.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's really thoughtful of you guys. Well done. So I can see the PR is still open. I guess you're waiting for the mentors review, right?
Yeah, the reviews took a bit of time, so I didn't have enough time to ask for a mentor review.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was not yet passed from the collabies review the last time I checked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see now that it is approved. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I will approve it right now, and you can Axel, yeah, you can go ahead and merge it, Victor.
All right. Thank you so much. So that they'll have every of their branch on the main branch so that they can pull and then start styling. That's really nice. You achieved a lot this week and we're really proud of you guys. And how you laid down, I was even saying I would have suggested to like create a thread and then lay down your plans. I didn't even know you did it already. That's very thoughtful of you guys to lay down your plans and then approach them one after the other. So well done, guys. Well done. All right. So we'll have a learning module, accessibility. Yes, we'll do that now.
So let me open the link. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. So accessibility. What is it? First of all, a lot of times you will let me put it on presentation mode. Yeah. So a lot of times you're going to see, instead of accessibility, see this A11Y short code, and this stands for the 11 letters that are between the A and the Y. It's very common to see that many packages use that short code. So yeah, in case you were wondering what this is, what it is, it stands for the 11 letters that are between the A and Y. And actually, that's information that I received, that I found out about when I started reading about the presentation as well. So what is accessibility? It's actually the inclusive practice to ensure that there are no barriers to prevent interaction with websites by everyone, either that whether they have physical disabilities, situational disabilities, or socioeconomic restrictions. For example, they have slow internet due to their location. So it's actually a way to ensure that everyone has equal access to the information on the web. And this concept of accessibility is very important when we design public facing websites, because, for example, first of all the government websites should be accessible by everyone, because otherwise there are not equal opportunities from everyone to have access on the public information. And besides that, you know, when you design something for a client that is tailored to them, for example, a web application or a dashboard or something, maybe then you don't need to consider accessibility that much. But when you decide, when you design a website or any shop or an article website that is that can be accessed by the public without any credentials, then it's very, you know, we should take it seriously. So there's the W3C, which is an association in US that stands for World, sorry. Actually, I'm not sure what it stands for. I don't remember. Web Accessibility Initiative, yeah. So they actually come up with all the standards that a website should meet. So yeah, so how people that have some access, that have some disabilities access the website. They use assistive technologies. They use screen readers, magnifiers, speech input. For example, people that are blind, they can have devices that can translate what there is on the screen on Braille instantly. Assistive keyboards, yeah, and Braille displays. So they're too popular. There are NVDA and JAWS on Windows and VoiceOver on macOS, which are screen readers that are the most popular ones. And usually, when you design a website that you need it to be accessible by everyone, you need to test against these platforms, because they don't function the same way, the VoiceOver and the NVDA and JAWS. So you need to test against these platforms to make sure that you actually meet the standards that you have set on your project. And you know, it's not that you have to do that on every project. It is defined by the requirements of it, but when you try to achieve it, you need to be very, very careful with that. So first of all, why should we do that? Let's say that it's the right thing to do for people, and that you want everyone to be included on what you're making. For many websites, you are legally obligated to do it. For example, all the government sites need to be accessible by everyone. For private companies, there is an economic motive as well. You can see a very interesting stat here that more people in the US, the people in the US that access website with assistive technology are more than the people that live in Canada. So if you see it with no sentiment at all, there's also a big economic incentive for some. And yeah, actually making the pages that you build more accessible for people with disabilities makes them more accessible for everyone as well. So there's, let's say, this bonus. So sorry, I have, yeah, so yeah, exactly. Canada has 30 million people, so yeah, that's a big market, I guess, for them as well. Okay, so let me hide this bar, which is so annoying for a moment. Okay, so this infographic practically tells us that the people that the people that need to access your website may have disabilities that are permanent. For example, a person that for some reason lacks an arm, or they may be temporary or situational. For example, you are doing something and you can't work on your full capacity, and that's the case for many people. And the disabilities, we can think that they might be permanent or temporary or situational. That's the concept. Okay, I don't approve the distracted driver a lot, but okay, that may be the case for some persons too. But yeah, if you think about it, many times you do some work on your PC, and you may not be able to to use everything. And regarding the vision, we talked about it earlier, that color blindness is a huge topic and many people are affected by it. So it's very important to design, to take into consideration that aspect as well. So how do we ensure that our website is accessible by everyone? First of all, we need to use valid and semantic HTML. Does anyone know what semantic HTML is? Well, semantic HTML are actually tags rather than div and span and p, which indicate that the content that the content that exists inside them. For example, image is a semantic HTML for an image that you display. All the inputs as well. You have main, you have the main tag, and many more. And if you type semantic HTML, you will realize that there are much more of them, which depending on the situation should be used. So yeah, a second topic is to use always alt attributes on images, so that you can give information to people that can see what exists in that image. Use area attributes if necessary. We say if necessary because what area attributes do is kind of area attributes are only necessary in situations where you need to build something that you couldn't build with any other tag. For example, if for some reason I want to create an input, but I don't want to use the input tag, and I want to use a div, I can use area attributes to indicate the values that will exist in that input. So yeah, the best area is no area at all. So yeah, just try to use semantic HTML whenever possible. So the fourth way is that all content is reachable via keyboard, and think of it like trying to complete a form and using only your keyboard, not using your mic at all, your mouse at all. So yeah, not that easy, but yeah, if you want to make your site accessible, that's one of the that's a very important aspect as well, which come in pair with ensuring the content and the tab ordering makes sense, because you switch from one input, for example, to the other by pressing tab. So you need to make sure that everyone is in order. Sufficient color contrast goes to the people with disability, with color blindness and such disabilities, because if you navigate yourself into a website that it has not been paid attention to, you will realize that it's very difficult for people to read that if they are colorblind. And yeah, it comes close with not using only color to signify state. You should show some visual with words or something like that input to the user that about what is happening at the moment. Any questions so far? Okay, I will continue. So, how to identify your accessibility issues? There are tools such as Axe, which is a good start, and then yeah, you can use guided audits or ask for audits for specific companies that have testers to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Demo time. I'm not sure we're having a demo at the moment, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see.
So I think they expect to try out an accessibility examination of any site, any website at all, to see the results, something like that. Open that.
Okay, yeah.
Was it in, did you see it anywhere in the?
I think that was the website. And yeah, to be honest, I wasn't prepared for that demo. Yeah, but the concept of the website is to display what is going wrong with the accessibility on this site. Yeah, so you can see, for example, that that the state is different when you navigate from one button to another. The states of the selected items are a little bit strange. And yeah, you see, for example, that the state here doesn't really make sense of the difficulty regarding the color of it. So yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions? Cool.
So a little something I just wanted to add is, okay, so did you try, where is this website located? The other one?
This one?
No, the other, yes, this one.
It's a link on the. It's a link on the
Okay,
on the presentation.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I can send it to you.
Okay. So it says go to this website and demonstrate the tab stop visualizer feature and accessibility insights
Yeah.
for web.
To be honest, I didn't realize
Okay,
that.
check
Was
for Collab is understanding of
prepared.
what's happening. The visual implementation of the site content supervisor. Okay. Not to Collab is that this tab orders correct. To this one and the stuff visualizer knows how the other appears to start from a form in the middle, then jumps. Okay. I guess it's just demonstrating the use of that semantic HTML, because when you use what is it called? When you use buttons and anchor tags and everything, so the browser knows that this is a button, and then using tab you can access them. But when you use normal div and then add an on-click event there's no way the browser would know that that is actually a button. Okay, so let me just share my screen and share what I'm talking about to see if you understand it better. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so for example, this first website, I just opened it, and then let's just say I don't have a keyboard now and I want to navigate through this page. So using just the tab, I can access, I don't know if you can see the focus moving, then it will get to here, it will get to here, it will get to here. That way, anyone I want to go to, I can easily click on it. Can you guys see it? There's this pink something highlighting it, showing that I'm currently focusing here. Hi, can you see the pink something?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just trying to say that this particular website is more accessible than this one. So let me try to use tab to access this one too. You see that it's jumping straight to from. It's jumping straight to here, meaning every other thing here, even these other clickables, are not even being recognized. So it's not so accessible. Someone that doesn't have a keyboard can't really navigate this very well. Once you click on tab, it will bring you straight to here, and then it will bring you straight to these other ones, while I may want to access this. But for this other website, it started right from the top. Once you click tab, it will come here, come to here, then it will start going to all the other clickables one after the other to help you navigate better. So that's really what accessibility is, making it possible for people that are not able to like navigate the normal way, using keyboard, using mouse. Can they still use your website? Yeah, so that's just the demo. All right, I just needed to show that. Do you guys have any questions, as Aristotle asked?
Yes. During when the time he was presenting, I wasn't really getting everything because of my really terrible network. So I don't know if he must have said something. For the that second, that's more accessible website that you just showed now. What special things, special elements did you think they used that made it more accessible?
Aristos, maybe you can share that page of how. I think that's where they listed the how to make a page accessible. One that has semantic HTML. Okay, you're on mute.
Yeah. So one important point, the semantic HTML, for example, you can see here on W3 Schools that you have.
You're not sharing.
Sorry?
We are not seeing your screen.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. I thought I was sharing. Yeah, so some of the most important ones are like the header of the website and nav and section, article footer. All these are semantic HTMLs in regards that when a page scroller comes onto your website, it will know that on the footer there are the information that correspond to that. On the header, the same. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For example, having yeah, for example, having tags that this is an article and this is the paragraph. So yeah, whenever you need to make a website, you need to consider whether what you're making needs to be accessible by everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And maybe Michelle, maybe we can maybe Aristos can share the slides after the meeting so that you can go through it. It has a lot of links, a lot of useful resources you want to read extra.
Yep.
We are going to paste the slides on Slack.
Yeah, I will send them to you right now.
All right. Thank you, Aristos.
Thank you.
All right. So so we have one more open PR. When you get a chance, Aristos, you can help us to just go through it and approve so that they can merge. And yeah, and then so tomorrow morning, all of you, the 4 of you can get to pull down from main that has all the code complete and all the refactored code and all the added functionalities, so that what is left now is the styling, which you've already delegated. So I guess that would be it. You get to create your own issues and then open the PR, normally review each other's PR and then involve the mentor. Then if along the line you also need mentors input, you can ping us on Slack and then we'll jump in to do it. I can see you guys are giving feedbacks about the Figma, right? I think Clesta said something about it. It really looks nice from what I'm seeing. So I guess you meet and then sign off on it finally, then you can start implementing. Whichever way is totally fine. So yeah, we are looking forward to the finished product on Sunday, and Andrew is going to be here. Andrew, a special guest, is going to come. People should not demo any bug. We hope that our application will be working perfectly, and if we can do the code review on time, so that we can run through the live link several times before, the final demo, it really makes sense so that we can catch anything we missed. The functionalities, both the delete, the 24 hours thing, just so we are sure we didn't introduce anything along the way, because this is the final. Next Sunday is going to be the final demo. All right, so more grease to you guys. You're doing well. this week you handled it really perfectly, like like people that are already working. I don't see any reason why you guys shouldn't be getting your first tech jobs, because you're ready, 100% ready. All right, so yeah, we'll meet on Slack. Anything, you update us, and we'll be looking around to see how we can help. All right, so that would be it.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.